Okay, I'm jumping into another Netflix, well, it's not a show review, but it's a movie review. I was kind of scrolling through the movies and shows that were coming to Netflix and stumbled upon something called One Bedroom. It's spelled 1BR, and it sounded interesting, something that might be in my realm of things, of my interests. So I decided I would watch it and then do a review video. I think the way that I'm going to format this is I'm going to do just brief synopsis and then like say between 1 and 5 stars what I think about the movie. And then if you want spoilers, I will give my full detailed report about what I liked, what I didn't like, if you want that. Otherwise, stop watching after I give my how many stars if you don't want it ruined. So this movie is about a woman who moves to Los Angeles to escape her dad, to escape her past, to start over. She has dreams of stardom like everybody does when they move to Los Angeles. And she comes upon this apartment complex that's a little weird. The residents have secrets, and it's all about her experience there. Pretty much the synopsis. Out of 5 stars, I give it a 2. I didn't like the movie at all. Acting was horrible. The plot was horrible. I wish I could get the 1 hour and 30 minutes it took to watch it back of my life. So, now commence the spoilers. So as I said, it's a woman who moves to Los Angeles to start over. She's a temp at a law firm, and she goes and applies for this apartment. Right off the bat, I guess they have a no pet policy. She hides the fact that she has a cat. Already I was like, something horrible is gonna happen to that cat, and I'm not looking forward to it. I hate it when anything happens to animals in horror movies. I can't do it. So when she gets there, all the residents of this apartment complex are unusually close. Like it's this weird community. The first night that she's there, or one of the first nights that she's there, there's a barbecue and there's a weird guy that tries to give her a book, but she politely declines. And then the guy that she met in the lobby when she first came to view the apartment told her that he put in a good word for her, even though he doesn't know her, to get her the apartment over all the other people that came to see the apartment. So at that point, I have a note here that says, acting is pretty boring and generic so far, going to see if the movie gets better. Almost stopped watching because of the horrible acting and dead cat in the they left a note like, you know, inconsiderate supposed to have pets in the complex, whatever, and they bake her cat. Legit almost stopped watching at that moment. But then dude who said he put in a good word for her attacks her, and then they take her into like a torture chamber, and then I'm like, well, now I have to watch this. Now I have to see what happens. Even though it's been horrible so far, I'm gonna go against my better judgment and I'm gonna keep watching. So basically, it's a cult. It's like this cult started by some crazy ass psychologist, I think, psychiatrist, I don't know, but he wrote a book and he's long been dead, but he recruited all these crazy ass people for his cult, and they're supposed to be like better, you know, considerate, better people, a better community, and they think that everybody on the outside world needs their help, and they pity them, and they think the way that they do things is best. I wrote, seems like a believable LA cult. They picked, like, when I was taking, I took a class literally that was called Homicide, because I was getting my degree in legal studies. Thought I wanted to be a lawyer, thought I wanted to be a criminologist. I don't know what I thought I wanted to be. I took a class called Homicide, and I think in that class, I don't know if it was that class or another class, but they talk about cults. And so there's always like a charismatic leader, and what they do is they find people that are susceptible, people that are like broken in some way. They torture you, they try and separate you from people that you love in your life, they try and separate you from your belongings, they try and make you become part of a bigger, better group, something bigger than yourself. And then, you know, they break you down basically, and then they build you back up into their ideology. I also have a note here that this is the acting of a Lifetime movie set to horror. And on Netflix, like when they're promoting the movie, it says top 10 number 4 in America. What? According to who? Like, I guess according to their statistics, like, of people watching things on Netflix, because people are quarantined and they're so bored and desperate that they watch this crap. It's horrible. The only person that I can stand in the movie is her coworker, the place where she's temping at the law firm. Her coworker is like kind of sassy, like kind of feisty, and her acting is not horrid. So like she's like the only person that I can stand in the whole movie. And then there comes a part where like their oldest cult member is she's ailing basically. And so she can no longer contribute to the community. So they put a plastic trash bag over her head and gas her, and she like readily accepts it because that's just the way that things are done. When she finally decides to accept the cult and become a part of it as if she had a choice, she is given to Lester, the creepy dude that tried to give her a book, who had his ear damaged and his eye gouged out because he didn't immediately accept the cult. She is given to him so that they may have babies. And then it turns out that her friend from work, who she thought, what's her name? Sarah. Sarah's the lead girl, the lead woman in the movie, by the way. Her friend, I don't know if I put what her name was, but she decided that she was going to take the vacant apartment after her friend Sarah left, because the cult made everybody believe Sarah was gone so that nobody would look for her. So her friend comes, rents the apartment. They want to recruit her friend by torturing, breaking her down, getting her to like accept the cult. But she's not ready to do that. She's stronger than Sarah is. So they take Sarah into the room to try and help break her down and get her to become a part of the cult. And things go haywire, and the lead cult guy wants Sarah to put an ice pick in her friend's ear, and she won't do it. And then instead, she stabs the dude in the neck. They run out of the room, but dude comes to and shoots her friend in the head. Sarah makes a run for it, but then all the cult members like descend upon her. And then Lester looks as if he's going to stop her, like he's pointing a gun at her. But instead he shoots the person next to Sarah so that she can get out the door. And then he shoots himself in the head. And like second to the coworker, Sarah's coworker, he was actually a half decent actor in my opinion. But Sarah makes a run for it, and she does like the stereotypical, she gets out to the road and she's like, then she looks at the buildings around her and she notices that the symbol that they like, you know, like I guess how they like brand cattle or whatever, they brand the symbol like behind their ear, and she notices that there are other apartment complexes with this symbol, and she realizes that it's bigger than what she thought it was. And then all these alarms start going off down the street, and she realizes that these people know that she's escaped and they could be anywhere, and it's massive. So she clenches her fists and she runs down the street determined to get away. And that's the end of the movie. I mean, I guess that's the chance that you take when you try and watch something new. I have been in a rut for a long time of watching the same stuff over and over. So when you venture out of your comfort zone, you're gonna find things that you don't like. But that's okay, because then you can make a review video and talk about how much it sucked, and then it wasn't for nothing. So let me know if you saw this movie. Let me know if you agree with my review. If there are some movies that you think I might be interested in reviewing in the future, leave some suggestions in the comments if you like. And if you like the video, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, hit notifications so that you can get notified of future videos. I'm starting to upload more often, so apparently if you don't hit the notifications, you might not know that I've uploaded. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in my next review video.